So, let's dive into something that has been getting more and more attention in the world of cryptocurrency, the Pi network. Chances are, you've seen it mentioned somewhere online, or maybe a friend sent you an invite link. But what exactly is it, and why is it such a big deal right now? At its heart, Pi network is a new form of digital currency designed with accessibility in mind. Think about Bitcoin for a second. To mine Bitcoin, you need high-powered computers, massive amounts of electricity, and a setup that feels more like a data center than a hobby. That makes it nearly impossible for the average person to participate. Pi flips that idea on its head. Instead of requiring specialized hardware, you can mine Pi directly from your smartphone with nothing more than a tap on the app once a day. The concept is simple: put crypto in the hands of everyday people, not just those with technical know-how or deep pockets. From the beginning, the team behind Pi set out to address one of the major issues with earlier cryptocurrencies: centralization. Over time, Bitcoin and other digital currencies became concentrated in the hands of a few who could afford the gear and the energy bills. Pi's goal has always been to build something more inclusive, something that could scale by involving millions of regular people. Now, here's where things get really exciting. On September 10, 2025, Pi Network officially announced a wave of groundbreaking partnerships across multiple industries. And this isn't just another press release, it's a turning point. For years, the Pi community has been waiting for a sign that the project was ready to move from a closed testing phase to the real economy. These new partnerships are that sign. They represent Pi's first true step into the world of real-world commerce. Why does this matter? Because a cryptocurrency only becomes valuable when people can actually use it. If you can't spend it, it's basically just numbers on a screen. By teaming up with established businesses, Pi is building the bridge between digital coins and tangible products and services. This is when the hours you've spent mining finally start to mean something. It's when theoretical value begins to transform into practical value. So who are these partners? What makes this announcement so interesting is the diversity of the companies getting involved. It's not just a handful of small online shops. These partnerships span e-commerce, retail, digital services, and even local businesses. One of the flagship partners is a global e-commerce platform that connects independent sellers with buyers around the world. Imagine something along the lines of Etsy or Shopify, but with Pi integrated as a payment option. Suddenly, millions of products could be purchased using Pi, directly linking pioneers with merchants in a real marketplace. And it doesn't stop there. Pi is also venturing into the digital services and gig economy. Think about platforms where freelancers offer their skills, online learning providers, or even marketplaces for digital assets. With Pi in the mix, freelancers could accept payment in Pi for design work, writing, or coding. That's especially powerful in parts of the world where traditional banking systems are expensive or hard to access. It opens up a whole new way to earn and get paid globally. Now, let's talk about what this means for you if you've been mining Pi. For the first time, you'll actually be able to spend the balance sitting in your app. That number you've watched grow over the months or years is about to become usable currency. These partnerships are creating the first large-scale marketplaces where Pi is accepted as payment, which means your digital balance is transitioning into real purchasing power. Until now, Pi's value has been mostly speculative. People argued over whether it would be worth a fraction of a cent or hundreds of dollars. But speculation only goes so far. Real transactions are what set value. For example, if a product worth $10 is priced at 2 Pi, that creates a reference point of $5 per coin. As millions of these transactions take place across different markets, Pi's value will become more stable, driven by real commerce instead of just hype. Another huge hurdle for cryptocurrencies has always been complexity. Private keys, gas fees, and wallets can feel overwhelming if you're not tech-savvy. Pi Network has always tried to strip away that complexity, and these new integrations continue that philosophy. The vision is to make paying with Pi as simple as using Apple Pay or tapping a card. Imagine checking out online and seeing a Pay with Pi button. You click it, a QR code appears, you scan it with your Pi app, approve the payment with your fingerprint or PIN, and you're done. No stress, no technical jargon, just a smooth experience. Let's picture how this might play out in real life. Say you're a student who has been mining Pi for a couple of years. You need a new laptop for school, and you find one on a marketplace that accepts Pi. The price? 30 Pi. You check your balance, see that you have enough, and complete the purchase with a quick scan. A few days later, your laptop arrives, paid entirely with coins you mined by tapping your phone. Or imagine you're at a local cafe with friends, and the cashier has a small sign that says, "We accept Pi." You order your coffee, scan the QR code, send the payment, and enjoy your drink, no card fees, no hassle. For merchants, it's faster and cheaper. For you, it feels futuristic yet simple. And then there's the global gig economy. Picture a designer in Southeast Asia creating a logo for a startup founder in California. Instead of dealing with slow, expensive wire transfers, the founder pays in Pi instantly. That's a practical, real-world use case that demonstrates how Pi can connect talent and opportunity across borders. Of course, no project is without challenges. One of the biggest upcoming hurdles will be the transition to a fully open mainnet, where Pi can be traded freely on external exchanges. That phase will almost certainly bring volatility as people buy and sell to test the market. Some will want to cash out quickly. The hope, though, is that the real-world utility built through these partnerships will create enough demand to balance out the supply, giving Pi a more stable foundation. In many ways, this announcement feels like the answer to the question the Pi community has been asking for years: when utility? The response is finally clear: utility is here, and it's happening now. This isn't just about launching a coin, it's about launching an economy. By starting with community and utility first, Pi may have rewritten the playbook for how digital currencies should roll out. For the millions of pioneers who've been patiently mining, this moment is validation. It's the beginning of a shift from waiting and hoping to actually experiencing the benefits of what they've built together. The coins you've tapped for day after day are no longer just theoretical, they're becoming a real currency with real purchasing power. This marks a pivotal point, not only for Pi Network but for the broader crypto space as well. While most projects rush to exchanges first and then scramble to find utility later, Pi has done the opposite, building a massive, verified community first, then layering on real-world applications. That's what makes this moment so significant. It's not hype, it's the foundation of a functioning economy. So, whether you're a longtime pioneer or someone just hearing about Pi for the first time, this is the time to pay attention. Pi isn't just another crypto experiment anymore. It's becoming a living, breathing ecosystem where digital coins can buy real goods and services. And that could very well be the start of something much bigger than anyone expected.